that we got the last 2 times we did this.
It'll be very interesting to see if we do or not. We'll see momentarily.
Nope. We start on Candle Row.
Alright, so we have RaikouRider and CaracarnVI both checking Vanilla 1. Not too much of a note there.
So the first thing that these players are going to be looking for is the wooden sword. Ooh, I like this wrap divergence we have.
It looks like Carcarn is going straight to that Armos item. And we have level 6 on Caracarn's side at the Armos shop area. Instant ladder block.
Well, that was quick. Welcome to level 6. Turn around.
Okay, so we just found out the magic key is gonna be the white sword item. We don't know where it is quite yet, but that's we'll have when they come across it. They will still need between 4 and 6 hearts to pick that up.
A magic key is definitely not a bad item to find, especially if you're low on keys. Generally, the more keys you have, the less valuable it becomes. Just by that's a snipe.
So he knows that the armor summon is not under that block, so Raikou is heading in the proper direction to pick it up.
You also have a slightly above average vanilla secret of slightly above average large secret of 104.
And we have the ladder for the Armos item. That's huge for Raikou to pick up.
That is an excellent item to find at any stage of the game, especially right now, because he can route down straight to the coast.
And it looks like that's exactly what he's going to be doing at this point. See what he gets on the coast there. For all we know, it could be the white sword, it could be the wand.
Could even be the red candle.
And we had the wooden sword picked up on Raikou's side. And we have squishy Gurias, which I'm sure you like to see.
Oh, yes. Y'all know my history with these things. I'm not going to go into it again.
Cough, cough, auto-aim.
You know, I should get that cough like that. So here's a question. Given we're only like 3 minutes into the seed, do you think if the white sword item, or if the white sword is on the coast, will RaikouRider take a retry?
I don't believe so. Not this far in, anyway.
You see that the bombs are a little more expensive, and look at that red candle!
Not the best of raft items, but not the worst.
Well, also keep in mind that neither player has a candle yet.
Yeah, that part works out in his favor. You know, he's starting to kind of real. He can start the burning right away.
At this point, Raikou is probably just looking for dungeons. Fortunately, Caracarn not heading over to the east yet, so he will be a bit delayed getting that candle and ladder. This will give Raikou a chance to get a lead on him.
Raikou come across level 8, which is nice to pick up. That's 2 items potentially here. Goma block. Hello, Goma.
That's probably silvers. We find level 4 too.
We got Elsa's Ice Palace in level 4 here.
It's time to go TGE on the seed. Oh, hi, mate block.
Alright, so we know meat is most likely required now. So that's a nice thing to see.
And I don't think either of the two meats in this seed were that cheap.
No, that's a hint shop. So as I said before, we do have mixed hints. So it's kind of a gamble if you want to spend your money there. It is relatively close to start, so they could do these save retry strats once they have some money.
I think Raikou would be more likely to try that. And with his sword and red candle, he can check. And it's a split 4. We may not have a meat block.
And we find level 9 over on CaracarnVI's side.
Well, okay, maybe we do have a meat block. Yep, we do. Okay, never mind.
And that is what they call a troll staircase.
The attempt was there, and he's leaving. He's leaving with... Oh, he doesn't have a key. He can't get in.
See if he grabs his hints before saving. I don't think he's going to. No, there goes the save right there. So he can now go back there with a save state, grab those hints, and then reset it.
And he may do that, yet. Level 7, also found. This is quite a few early dungeons. Of course, CaracarnVI's big problem right now is he does not have a weapon to work with outside of that one bomb.
We're fighting a lot of levels early, and we're fighting the warp zones, which is nice. Decent spread so far.
At this point, Kara just needs to head over to the east. Raikou needs to find a dungeon he can complete.
He does have the ladder, so if he gets to 6, he can probably look through 6 a little bit more. I'm gonna grab some hints though, so that's a troll hint.
But there was also that key door getting into 6.
So the 1 is gonna be ladder blocked.
So getting a hint that says step over the water is effectively a community hint at times. However, with how heavily ladder blocked 6 was, being ladder required for all of it, I'm going to tentatively mark that 1 could be in 6. Not guaranteed by any stretch, but because of how heavily ladder blocked 6 is, there's a pretty decent chance of that.
It's plausible for sure. Definitely a smart guess at this point.
So this is a very tough situation for CaracarnVI. He has absolutely no resources whatsoever.
Looks like he's gonna go check the ladder item.
When did he pick up the ladder?
When he was on the yeah, he picked it up earlier. He was up on that section.
Okay, I must have missed it.
So he also gets his red candle, so he gets that weapon under his belt. Nice to find for him.
He should, in theory, go ahead and get this wood sword soon as well.
Yep, he's pretty close to it, so it shouldn't be too far from where he is. And we find level 2. Nice to find early. You have that one item that's on the ground. And hopefully maybe an easy try for us, depending on where it is. It's still a relatively small dungeon for the most part.
And I think RaikouRider missed this spot.
Yes, Raikou did not come across this level, so he either skipped it or looked it over.
Now granted, he's going to have to come back to this area anyway for level 8, so he will eventually find it. Well, that's a weird too.
That's a giraffe.
It is absolutely a giraffe. Could also be a fancy J.
Ladle works too. I like that call.
Yeah. Let's go with ladle.
And we get a key, so that's nice.
Immediately uses it to go check this up here. Hi, Wizrobes.
Ooh, Wizard Lobes and the Lionels. This is a potential magic shield type seed.
Well, RaikouRider's capped on money right now. He could purchase one if he so chooses.
I can see him grabbing a ring before he gets a shield, but we'll see what happens as far as that goes. So it looks like we are fully bomb blocked from 2 here.
That is... Kara's resource problems are just still continuing to haunt him.
Gonna grab his sword here, though.
Was it this screen? I thought it was one screen up.
Caracarn unfortunately going away from where the sword is, but he's going back.
Hi, Raspot. That doesn't need to be checked ever again. RaikouRider finds our first bonus cave with the seed.
So he grabs a heart, which is nice because that puts him in line for his magical key when he comes across it.
Getting a lot of bomb drops on Caracarn's side. He's back up to full.
So Caracarn does grab his sword, so that's nice to have some offense under his belt. And Raikou does have the Triforce lead at the moment, getting the 1 in 7, but I don't think he came across the item in 7, did he?
Not that I saw. I'm interested in that Caracarn didn't immediately go back to 2.
He was bomb blocked, but he has bombs now, so yeah, he should be able to go back there and do a little bit more work there. He might have been a little skeptical of it because it was Wizards and Lionels, which are just not a fun combination to deal with.
I could see that. He might be eyeing that blue ring.
Looks like he's going to be checking the upper east side here before he goes back down towards 2.
On the other side of the field, we've got RaikouRider checking the grave out.
And Caracarn coming across level 1, so this is going to be a nice dungeon from the work through. He's going to get 2 items, one just hanging out on the ground and one below a staircase. So this could potentially be a good find for him.
There's a bundle of wood. The raft is one of those items that often isn't required. And in this seed, even more so because of the warp situation. And hello, beefy dark nuts.
And we have level 5 on Raikou's side. So levels are coming hot and heavy at this seed.
Yeah, we are only missing level 3 at the moment.
Puts a little bit less value on that raft.
Caracarn took a death on those dark nuts. It looks like he's going to try to go back in for a little bit. Hi, Goma. So a general rule to keep in mind if you're deciding to run these at home, or if you see the players jump into an early staircase, 9 times out of 10, an early staircase in a dungeon means that it's going to be a transport. You can have non-transport staircases be early in dungeons, but you'll usually only find that in levels 1 and 7, of all things.
So we did just have some really nice bomb strats on those Dark Nuts by Caracarn. That was a really nice piece of bombing.
Absolutely. Although he does have a problem now. No keys.
Hello, Goma.
Hey, another ladder block. That's cool.
So it looks like he's going to be key blocked here in 1 as well.
This looks like a key block heavy seed.
Yeah, so this is the kind of seed where maybe the white sword item is on the raft spot. So that could be good for him if he comes across it.
I definitely think he will. He may put a little more time into searching for it.
It's kind of seed where coming across the white sword and knowing that it is the any key is going to be a really vital find, I think, at this point.
Now, I did not catch it, but usually at the end of the white sword hint, it tells you what biome it's in, or what area of the overworld it's in, rather.
Yeah, I missed the location myself. I think he just saw the first part of it and left. I don't think they actually completed the sentence.
That could very well be. There's a Triforce and 5 for RaikouRider.
Grabbing a quick 2 Triforce advantage. Definitely nice for Raikou to pick that up.
I think he'll go back in. No, he will not. Interesting. Raikou now finding out that magic key hint. Now let's see if Raikou digs 6.
More importantly, though, we found out that that key is up in the Lost Hills.
That's Power Bracelet block, I'm pretty sure. I mean, I don't know if either player checked Vanilla 5, but if either of the players has checked Vanilla 5, then we know that it's a Power Bracelet block. And Magic Boomerang in 1.
Yeah, I believe we still have all of Casino Corner to check through. I don't think either one of them has got to Casino Corner yet.
I think there's only 6, 7 spots that can count as the Lost Hills. So Raikou's going ahead and doing some work in 6. Again, we tentatively think, or at least I tentatively think it's the wand in here because of how easily ladder blocked it was, but we'll find out later apparently because this has multiple transports.
This is looking to be a rather combat-heavy seat so far.
Absolutely, especially with the Wizrobe likes in the same enemy set. And 2 HP gels!
Those are the worst because you never know if they're going to bounce back or if they're going to keep going forward at you.
Plus their hitboxes are weird. Actually, I'm just going to say it. The hitboxes in this game are weird. There's at least 3 enemies with disjointed hitboxes. One of which usually works in your favor. Caracarn hoping for a key in this room.
Story of the seeds of our key blocks for both runners. They're both at 0 keys at the moment.
I wonder if we'll see Raikou purchase keys if he can't find that magic key.
So we do have Caracarn going up towards the Lost Hills Death Mountain section, sorry. We know there's not going to be too much up here.
The only thing that could be up here that he needs is level 3. Raikou gonna buy bombs. Definitely a good choice right now.
Surprised he didn't grab the meat there. He knows his meat blocked.
I don't think he saw the meat block because he was key blocked before he got there. So he could very well not know that there's a meat block in this seed right now.
We are going to find out relatively soon if we are power votes and rocked out of the any key.
Oh, but takes the death.
Raikou picked up his blue ring. Decent pickup for that.
That's... I believe he still has one large secret left, so he should be fine to purchase meat later when he needs it. But definitely not a bad idea at this point.
Okay, so the magic key is not up in Casino Corner. That means there's 2 more spots it could possibly be other than the Vanilla 5.
Casino Corner is actually considered by the coast. The only spots... Raikou's out of large secrets? Okay, that's good to know. I did not catch when he got the 3rd one. Looks like it's got to be Vanilla 5 or Power Bracelet to get the magic key.
Can be this shop right here as well too, though. No, that was Magical Sword. And now it's gonna be the Bowen too.
That's a good item to find.
Absolutely.
Oh, Raikou dies before he can get into that cave. Oh, hi, Life and Money guy. There's a compass.
That's a nice pickup, especially with a Wizard room. You know, you kind of have to fight. You know, you don't have to fight.
Absolutely.
And since this is level 2, the walls are gonna be squishy. So if he knows that he can bomb left or right, the wall will always break for him.
But he's key blocked. Oh, he's key blocked.
He can go down and kill the Gleeok.
Well, okay. His options are kill the Wizrobes or get a key.
Yep, pretty much. I think he'll end up killing out this room here if he can.
These are not the best life choices in the game.
It's gonna be a 6-heart magical key.
Ooh, that is. Yeah, thank you, thank you.
And it was up in Vanilla 5, and we get the RaikouRider. So you know he's rather displeased at that find.
Absolutely, and there's 3.
All right, so I can place the story of where all the dungeons are in this seed.
So no raft, no power bracelet, and potentially no recorder.
4 dungeons anyway. We don't know if they're gonna be needed for other aspects.
Right. If silvers are in 3 and Raikou gets the bow out of 2, he could go mode the rest of the seed conceivably. Raikou might actually dig the heart out of this 3 right now.
Now, there were wall meshes in this room, and he got the clock, but that's actually going to be nice. You'll be able to clean out these Wizards, then leave and come back in. And hopefully have a easier enemy set to deal with.
That is definitely a timely clock. And look at the HP on these red Wizards.
And of course, the Triforce is going to be in a blue Wizard room. That's annoying.
And he needs a key to do door strats.
It looks like he's just going to trap him in this block and just bomb the heck out of him, though.
I mean, if he gets it, he gets it.
Yeah, he got it. He's good to go.
Nicely played by Caracarn there.
Alright, so we have Raikou still working out this 3 to see what he finds over here. And we have Caracarn on the board with a Triforce piece.
RaikouRider does pick up the heart. That is important. He could conceivably leave 3, go grab the ending key, and then come back if he finds he's key blocked again, like he is.
Yep, and also that's exactly what he's probably most likely going to be doing.
And I think digging 3 now is not a bad idea, given you're already here, and you're going to have the keys to do it.
And Caracarn grabbing the letter, so he can get potions later on if he so chooses.
I think both players at this point are only missing knowledge of 1 dungeon.
Alright, so keys are no longer a problem for Raikou, at least.
So at what point does Raikou head back to the forest? That's the real question. Is when does Caracarn go check the Lost Hills Vanilla 5 spot?
It looks like Raikou is heading back over towards Lost Hills section to work out level 1 and level 3 most likely.
I could actually see him going 1 to 8. He's already got the Triforce in 3. If he finds his items without going back into 8, he doesn't have to go back in there. Or without having to go back into 3, that's time saved right there.
Yeah, right now he's just looking for the bow, which we know is in 2, and the silvers, we have no idea where they are at this point. He doesn't know that, though.
Well, here's what we do know. There are still 2 items that are out of level 9. Those are the Power Bracelet and the Recorder. We currently have a 2 in 7 chance of silvers in 9, so it's absolutely not worth the dig. Yet.
And Caracarn does not buy the meat there, that's actually because he knows for sure that he's meat blocked, so I'm curious why he didn't pick that up at this point.
Probably he might be looking to get a blue ring.
Cyberchild, yes, bow is in 2, and Caracarn does have it.
So Rai's gonna discover his scrap metal in 1, maybe. Caracarn's gonna find his magic key.
But he cannot pick it up until 5, so that's until 6, I should say, so he's going to come back here.
Kara's likely not very happy about that.
Okay, word in chat that Caracarn does have some meat, I just did not notice him pick it up.
Also, my apologies if you guys in chat heard that buzzer. It was a little off-timed, and that was my dryer. Did he bomb the scrap metal?
I believe he did.
Kara has found level 3, but has the same problem again.
And Raikou grabbing the Triforce in 1.
Raikou is gonna go back to 8. I actually like this play.
I mean, he needs a Triforce there, so I might as well head back there.
And in general, it seems it's generally better to explore a dungeon that you already need to do for the Triforce anyway, than it is to go back to a dungeon you've already gotten the Triforce out of. Now, Caracarn may dig the item out of this level 3. He might actually be hoping.
Well, he wants the heart for one. He wants the heart container.
That's what I was
For
thinking.
sure.
He wants the heart container. He might actually be hoping for the ladder heart in level 3 to get his magic key. Raikou has found level 2.
Now, with this orange palette, the bow kind of really blended in, so hopefully his eyes are sharp enough to pick it up. It was really difficult to see.
He'll see the string of it. Because the string follows Link's color, the color of his clothes, and that color stands out pretty well.
A blinding red palette, unfortunately.
Yep. It's similar to when the bow is on the ladder spot. Look, more blue wizards.
That's been the story of the seed so far, the Blue Wizard's management.
And that's a potential item room, too. That's the worst part.
Raikou grabbing the heart container here in 2. He has not come across the bow yet. It's in the upper section of the giraffe's head.
Well, the good news is it's pretty much on the way. Like, this entire dungeon is on the way, so I sincerely doubt he's going to miss it.
Yeah, it's one of the fun points of linear seeds. Linear levels, I should say, inside a seed.
Caracarn is going to take the triangle in 3. You currently have a 2 to 4 Triforce lead for Raikou. Was the bow in this room?
It was in the room with the vinyls. He picked it up.
Okay. It must have just been a floor drop. I thought it was a room clear.
Nope, it was just hanging out on the ground.
Very good then. Now, Raikou will have a little bit of an easier time with this Blue Wizard room coming up through both Blue Ring and Door Strats.
Well, he has the Any key too, so he can actually just go down from here. So that's a painful bomb upgrade. Just gets 2 bombs for 90 rupees.
And in a seed where you need to buy meat, that is not the kind of value you want to get from your bomb upgrade.
That's a slightly painful one for sure.
And I believe at this point both players have found all dungeons. Oh, Raikou, don't die.
Raikou finishes off the room, gets his 5th Triforce of the night.
And it does not look like that was an item room.
So that item in level 3 is a little buried.
Again, it could be in that Blue Wizard room.
Caracarn heading back into 8. And Raikou is still looking on the overworld to go to the next area.
Is there a dungeon he hasn't found? Oh, he might be looking for a bomb shop.
He might not have found 6 or 7 at the moment. Has Raikou been over to that section yet?
I believe he's found 5 and 6, yes. I want to say he's found 7. I don't know. He might not have seen 8. No, he saw 8. Maybe he's looking for... He could be looking for bombs. Well, he definitely knows where 5 and 7 are. He has those 2 Triforces, so he should know where those are. Is he gonna buy the bait here? No. He's probably looking for a bomb shop, is what it is. Caracarn back in level 4.
So while it does look like Caracarn is a bit behind, with this being a randomizer, anything is still definitely possible.
When did Caracarn buy the meat?
He did a while ago, when he was looking for bombs, I believe.
Alright, so I have a confession to make. I'm occasionally in, like, Microsoft PowerPoint randomizer mode. So it does make it a little bit more difficult to see what happens sometimes. And I've been trying to fix that throughout this whole ordeal.
So Raikou does not know he has a bait block quite yet. He will be locating it shortly. And it looks like Caracarn's heading back up towards where level 7 is at the moment. And that Triforce and 7 is very early, just eaten by a like right in this 3rd room.
Well, that's never any fun. Here's the meat block.
Raikou checking to see if he has any bait, but does not, unfortunately.
Was Kara able to get the item out of 4?
I do not believe so.
Okay. So that's interesting. It could very well have been at the very top and key blocked.
Caracarn just going to grab the Triforce here in 7 because he is recorder blocked from the item.
That's an interesting situation.
Paratrooper 1, they both did bomb around. At least I know Caracarn did for sure. And Caracarn did know that he was fully meat blocked. Caracarn tried it on the first try into the dungeon.
Raikou now has his meat. He will be able to progress on in level 4.
Caracarn going back towards 5 and 7, 6 at this point.
This is definitely the best play for him to make, given his current lack of resources. Although I don't know if he can get into 5. Actually. Yes, Caracarn did get the Triforce out of 7. I don't think Caracarn can get into either dungeon. Because I think he needs the bombs to open 5, and he needs a key to get into 6.
I will see what we can do with the tracker if you want to give me one moment. I will be back momentarily.
Looks like we have not seen an item out of level 4 yet, although it could be in this room that was key blocked. It is! What is the item going to be today?
Just the heart. That would have been really nice for Caracarn to pick up, because that would have led to his any key.
Yep. That's actually really painful in hindsight.
Caracarn grabbing grab some arrows, and I wouldn't be shocked if he doesn't buy a key here also.
He's not. That is surprising. So with the Hardened 4, we actually now have a 2 in 7 chance. I was calculating earlier based on Wanda and 6, which is definitely not confirmed.
Caracarn is going to go check to see if he has enough for the any key. He won't be happy to find out that he does not yet.
That probably explains why he chose not to purchase a key there.
Yeah, true.
I believe RaikouRider knows where all the levels are. Not quite. He might be looking for money. Who knows at this point? He could be looking for anything. I'm pretty sure he has to know where level 8 is. Although it looks like level 8 has moved a couple times.
Caracarn is back into level 8. Still no keys, unfortunately. You can take out this Goma, though, now.
So let's see what's behind door number Goma. Wait, Goma's not a number.
So that was a increased HP Goma, unfortunately.
And no push block. Oh, wait, no, it is a push block. I'm lagging. Sorry, guys.
Just a transfer staircase.
Now, depending on what's on the other side of this transport, that could still be a required Goma.
Yes, absolutely.
It all depends on what's behind here and what the items in 8 are.
Enemy set doesn't look too bad yet. Gels with the extra HP is never fun to see, though.
That could actually be what RaikouRider's looking for, is he might be trying to find a narrow shop.
Raikou is in the 6 at the moment.
I'm thinking in reference to he was clearing a lot of extra caves on the overworld that it didn't look like he needed to strictly. Here's an item.
Oh, they're the item or the second transfer?
Oh, I believe the rule on transports is if the dungeon is split, there's going to be more than one transport, but if it's not split, there will be only the one. And I don't know if this 8 is split. It's likely.
And we have the recorder in 8. That's a decent pickup. Lets him traverse the world map a little more effectively, and lets him go back deeper into, I believe it was 5 that had all the recorder blocks.
Yes. 5 or 7. Here's a push block in level 6. What do we have? The item, Lord Banana.
Okay, so that answered that question about Wanda being in 6, which it was not, unfortunately.
So we have one item that cannot be in level 9 remaining, and that is the Power Bracelet. With our knowledge, there's a 40% chance of the silvers being in level 9.
So we are about 45 minutes in. Isolated. You want to give us a quick rundown of what we have?
Yes. We have the Raft and the Magic Boomerang in level 1. The Bow in level 2. The Heart Container, I'm pretty sure was in level 4 and not level 3. as I believe level 3's item is unknown at this point. Level 6 had Lord Banana, level 8 has the Recorder, and as of yet an unknown second item. We don't know the items in levels 3, 5, 7, and 9 yet. The ladder item on the coast was the Red Candle, the Armos item was a ladder, and the White Sword item at 6 hearts is the Magical Key. Here's the other transport in 8. And all the way on the other side of the dungeon is going to be your Triforce in 8.
Still have one more item to find here, though.
And Raikou has found the arrow shop, and he immediately up an A's. Oh, that's interesting. Raikou decided to do gamble strats to get those wooden arrows.
Well, he most likely needs them for a Goma, so that's not a bad play by him.
No, not at all. Especially because he's seen a Goma in a potential push block room. Now, I do think if Raikou picks up the Recorder out of level 8, that's going to relieve a little bit of his item concerns with how much he's gambling on.
Well, this 8 has been quite large so far, so he has a bit of digging to do to come across it.
But he will not have to worry about his key count like Caracarn is. And actually, taking a look at both of these guys' life totals, Caracarn's lack of health and defense could be a big issue.
Yeah, Raikou has quite a bit of an advantage on that point with the blue ring plus the arrows. Plus the extra arctans, I should say.
It actually looks like this Goma is required, based on the current mapping of 8.
Well, they both have arrows, so that's a good pickup. And that's the 6th heart, so now he can go grab his any key when he chooses to.
That is absolutely what Caracarn needed to see in that room. Of course, he's just got to survive this.
Gonna use some bomb strats. Can't blame him for that one. Low health. And good, those aren't the friendliest.
Not at all. Caracarn would really like to see a clock right now.
Using some arrow strats, that's a nice strategy to avoid the fireballs.
Now, Kara's definitely not going to come back for the second item in here. Raikou gets the map.
And chat, name that Inkblood. That's an interesting one.
It's a big thing.
And that is a beefy manhandler.
Also, we have official confirmation that the wooden arrows are required in this seed. Ooh, that's a tough death. Caracarn's key troubles are finally over in the seed. So here's the interesting thing for Caracarn. He has gambled on all of the same items that Raikou has except for level 5's item. Now, of course, Raikou hasn't found the Recorder in 8 yet, but he may find that on the way.
Caracarn is going to make pretty quick work on this level 1. He knows he has most of it dug out already.
He knows the Magic Boomerang is the other item in here. There is no reason for him to check for that.
It'll be interesting to see how long Raikou digs around in 8 to see if he gets the sobers or not.
Well, this could be it right here.
Yeah, I
This'll be
don't believe Caracarn saw this room.
Oh, we're about to find out. The book.
Womp womp.
We're now 50-50 on silvers and 9.
We do not have the item at
Sharky?
3 yet.
Yeah. Both players have skipped it for now.
Caracarn is looking for the item in 1. He does. I guess he did not find out that. There's a Triforce. I don't think he realized that it was the magical boomerang until just now.
He may not remember. Until now. Now he remembers. This could actually be very interesting. It's now a 50-50 on silvers and 9. All of our information that we have on items, Raikou will find out if he gets the recorder out of 8. That could be enough for him to take the gamble.
I believe the recorder's in this staircase right here, too.
Wooden Boomerang was in level 6. Now, I think given that he has a recorder and he knows he can just whistle back to whatever dungeon he needs, I don't foresee him digging out more items at this point before he goes to 9. And I know Raikou, just talking with him a little bit, he's a big fan of gambling on 9 unless you have a lot of items left. And I don't think there's enough left for him to say no to it.
Taking a bit of time in this 8, just like Caracarn did.
I mean, it's kind of a natural reaction. You want to fight the easy rooms first. That's another death for Raikou in 8. This 8 is really...
Yeah, I was gonna say that's gonna be painful. As deep in as he was, that's gonna be a bit of a time sink.
Yeah.
Ooh, and that's a death for our Caracarn in 6 by a Lionel snipe.
That's never any fun. Caracarn will still dig a few more items, I think. He may dig the item out of 5. We have another Goba. And this is where Caracarn's health could become a bit of a problem for him. Thankfully, he gets a clock in this room.
I was gonna say, that's a timely clock pickup, thankfully.
I imagine that's got to feel at least a little bit comforting now that you don't have to worry about the keys at all.
Yeah, with how key-starved the seed was, getting any key was definitely nice for him.
Right, he's still digging this 8.
Caracarn digging through 6. And we got a Lionel heavy room, which is never fun to deal with.
The item in 5 is... Actually, I could see if Kara digs the item in 5, that will determine the fate of the seed.
Well, it also depends on how long Raikou takes to get the Triforce here in 7. 8, I should say.
Well, he should be near the compass. Yep, there it is right there. That actually will be concerning for him, that it was right there.
It would be interesting what our level 9's item set, monster set will be also.
Now remember, Caracarn does have the bomb upgrade, so he does have a little bit more bomb capacity. It's not much, but it may be enough depending on how level 9 goes.
Kara grabbing the Triforce in 6, see if he makes that gamble.
Now, interesting to note is these Gyptos have 9 HP. So you may want to approach them similarly to how you would likes in vanilla, where you bomb them twice and then use the sword.
Alright, so we are just about an hour into this run. I would be remiss in mentioning, please give a special thanks to our restreamer today, OPT Lawyer, and our tracker behind the scenes, CCX. They're doing a great job for us behind the scenes. Please give them both a follow, as well as my commentating partner today, Isolate999, and please follow both of the runners for putting on a heck of a match.
And also please follow our other commentator, DarkFalls1983. Into 9, Raikou goes. So, Darkfalls, what is Raikou going to be looking for in this level 9?
Well, firstly, we're going to be looking for staircases, because we got to find those silver arrows, and hopefully they are here. Once he comes across the silver arrows, we'll be listening for the sound of Ganon. To find Ganon, we'll listen for his roar, which will tell us that if he's one room adjacent to where we are. Along those travels, we'll be looking for a single shutter room that does not open upon entry. Or upon clearing all the enemies. That's how we'll know where Zelda is eventually. After Ganon's defeat, we'll be looking for a shutter that opens instantaneously. We'll also be looking for, in this case, since we've gambled so much in this seed, we'll be looking for the three possibly old men that will tell us where the Silvas are, if they're in 9 or if they're outside of it.
So if you'll remember, we were asking what Raikou was looking for earlier when he was searching caves, and now Caracarn's doing much of the same.
I'm pretty sure he knows where where level 5 is. It was right by 7, so he should be close to it.
But did he have bombs when he went up to the grave to bomb the cave open? For all we know, he may not have seen it.
Nope, but he'll find it right now.
No, this could be a crucial decision if he decides to dig this item. Oh, shoot.
Alright, so we'll see what kind of gambles that Caracarn makes, and see if he goes into 9 directly, or if he will look around.
So the interesting thing about level 9, or rather the interesting thing about level 9 with second quest rooms on, is level 9 has so many staircases and so many potential push block rooms, you basically just have to assume every single room is a push block unless there's physically no blocks in the room. Or it's one of these kind of rooms that you see on Caracarn's side where there's no center row block.
So the way you can tell a push block room with second quest doors is you'll be looking for the middle row, going from left to right, where that doorway lies. Wherever the leftmost block in that room is the block that you'll try to push.
As Raikou just demonstrated. I bet you Caracarn's relieved to have the magic key now. 2 key doors. Getting confirmation from chat that we have heard Ganon.
But we have no servers.
So he's gonna have to come back later. Red ring is in 5.
That's huge for Caracarn with how little life he has, but that's harsh for Raikou, because that puts more evidence that Silvers are going to be at 9.
It's now a 66% chance. It's one of those weird cases where it helps, but it might actually be more of a detriment than not.
Well, Caracarn is going to be making a play into 9 most likely, unless he goes back to 3 first.
Well, he hasn't seen the item in 3, 4, and 6. And 7. No player has seen the item in 7. In his mind, he's actually got a lower chance of Silvers being in 9 than Raikou does. I still expect him to make the play on it.
Yeah, he's going straight to 9.
Of course, he may be thinking with how late his magic key was, he's behind, he's got to make the big gamble.
So at this point, Raikou did have an advantage getting in there. He hasn't quite found anything yet. Silvers are still at large. He knows where Ganon is. He doesn't know where the staircase to Zelda is. So this is going to be a very close finish.
Now, interesting to know, if the Silvers are not in 9, Raikou wants them to be in level 7. Because Caracarn will check 4 before he checks 7 after checking 3. Caracarn's found Zelda. That's a good...
Yeah, that's a little bit of knowledge for him. He still does have to find Silvers.
So both of them have one half of the puzzle. Raikou may have found Zelda earlier and I missed it. White sword! That's good, but it's now down to 50-50 on Silvers in 9. Looks like both players have taken very different paths so far. Now, that white sword will make Ganon easier. He will only take 8 hits instead of 15 now.
It looks like they're very close on the maps, too, so they are side by side, guys. This is a heck of a race.
Here's the high five. Caracarn has found his white sword. That actually could be weighing heavily on Kara's mind because of how many items he has left. Remember, Caracarn skipped the items in 3, 4, 6, and 7.
So they're basically even now. This is anyone's game. It's really who finds what first.
Yep. Raikou has a small advantage on hearts. Caracarn has the advantage on defense. Both have the same number of bombs, same number of keys. But the $1 million question, or in this case, the million rupee question, where are the Silvers?
That's the other nice bit of knowledge that Caracarn has. He doesn't have to dig 5, where Raikou might check back there.
I feel like he'd be inclined to check 3 first.
He might not, knowing that it's the Wizard of Lionel set. He might go for the easier dungeon first.
Could very well be. Of course, Silvers can be a 9 and all of this could be moot.
Who will find the correct staircase first? Who will find the old man first?
But on the other hand, even if Raikou goes to 5 first, we could very well see Caracarn redig 4. Even if Silvers aren't the 9, it could still be extremely close. And no map yet.
No compass either, but Caracarn has a little bit of knowledge. I don't know if Raikou has come across that same doorway or not.
I don't know either, and I also don't know if Caracarn has heard Ganon yet.
We have another push block room here that Raikou had not come across yet, so this could be the answer.
Nothing in there. Let's see about the room Caracarn's in. Looked like that was not a push block either.
At least I don't have to worry about keys. That's a nice thing. I mean, yeah, having the Yankee going to 9 is always a nice thing to have.
Oh, absolutely. Anytime you have less resources to consider in 9, the better. This is quite the goose chase. Now remember, something else interesting about 9. Ganon can block an item if it is not required. There is a chance, albeit very small, that Ganon is blocking the second item and that silvers are not in here.
I don't think Raikou went to the right here, so if this is the silvers and they're right at start, that'd be huge.
Raikou did go to the right in that first room. Looks like he's going to up an A and regroup. Sometimes that's what you need to do, is just take a second and regroup. He will find Zelda here. There's no reason to assume he will not clear this room out. He's now got 2/3 of the puzzle. He just needs the last piece.
Nice pick up on the clock there to make him just a little bit easier, even though it wasn't all that difficult to begin with.
And there's the compass.
So as we went to this race, we saw how close our records were, and you can see just by this 9 alone, and just how close this race is, exactly why they are so close in skill levels.
I think at this point, even if Caracarn does find Ganon, he will still dig out the rest of this 9 because of how much he's already dug of it before he goes back to anywhere else.
Yeah, I think they're both going to look around for the second item, or until they get the hint that tells them to go elsewhere. I don't think either one of them are going to leave until they get that.
Caracarn will hear Ganon.
You could always go into Ganon's room and bomb out of it, though. I think the logic takes that into account.
Yes. The logic takes into account bombing out of Ganon's room. The logic takes into account having to... Basically, the only thing it doesn't take into account is you can't be forced to go through Ganon's room to get to the silvers. Although second quest is a bit buggy. But it's second quest, so it's whatever. Oh! Raikou takes a death deep in 9. And he is out of bombs.
And there's another push block that we haven't seen before, but again, no item there.
But at the same time, Caracarn's only down to 1. Both players are going to have bomb issues real quick here in a second. And where are the silver arrows? That's the 10 million rupee question.
And are they even here in 9?
Looks like Raikou's gonna go up and maybe purchase some bombs.
Or
Definitely can't say I blame him.
Get scared off to go elsewhere.
Is he going to 3?
He might be.
This could be a play.
Raikou back in 3. See what he finds here.
Taking the reverse gamble. And again, if the silvers are in fact here in level 3, that's big for Raikou, and that's also probably weighing on... He wants that bomb upgrade too. Because that's effectively, if he can get the money, that'll put him up to 10 bombs, and he'll really want that.
I'm pretty sure that we deduced that item in 3 is going to be in that room that he just passed up.
Maybe. I think he'll clear it. He's got no reason not to. He's got blue ring, he's got white sword. It's a bit of a pain, but he's already here anyway. It's not.
Nope, not there.
There must be another push block we missed or a bomb wall. Kara back up to 5 bombs. I think Raikou's looking for a map. Again, there is a possibility we are Ganon blocked from the second item in level 9.
I'm still shocked that we haven't seen a single old man yet.
We've seen one. It was a community hint, but we've seen one.
Raikou taking a death in 3.
Look at this. Look, that entire middle section of 9 may be blocked off by Ganon. So I think the worst case scenario for RaikouRider at this point is to find the power bracelet and not the whatever item besides silvers and power bracelets left.
You would think that he would probably go back to 5 before going to 7.
Maybe.
Only good part about that is 7 will be on his path before 5, so maybe he'll stop there first.
I think he'll just do whatever is the most convenient routing choice to make. If it's going to 7 is more convenient than going to 5, he will go to 7 first. Remember, he has a recorder, so we can just go wherever he wants to. Did we ever get past the Stake Dogger block in 3?
I do not believe so. I think this is the one where neither one of them had the recorder when they were here.
Recorder required silver arrows? Oh, wand. That's right. Wand. I haven't seen a single step over the water in this 9. Yet.
I have not either.
Remember, we got that hint, step over the water to reach the wand. This could be it.
That's going to be a painful room to beat.
Okay, Raikou's going to leave level 3. We find a room here in 9. Just a room.
This down has been a thing.
Caracarn down to 1 bomb. I'm starting to think silvers are going to be in 9 just because we haven't seen any ladder blocks yet. Raikou probably meant to go to 3 there. And Caracarn's leaving 9.
See where he goes first. It's going to be 7 or 3. He's going to 3.
Okay, so at this point, the best case scenario for RaikouRider is that this is anything but Power Bracelet. If it's anything but Power Bracelet, he knows that silvers are going to be a 9. For Caracarn, he won't have that same knowledge because he still has 4, 6, 7. This is a first. For me, anyway, this is a first.
This is a super, super tight race.
Neither player got the item in 3 or 7. Although silvers are a 9. I think silvers have to be a 9. And here's the logic of why that is. If everyone remembers, way back at the beginning, near the beginning, we got a hint that said step over the water to reach the wand. If this is the item room in 3, you did not have to step over the water to reach this room. Which would facilitate this being Power Bracelet, and the wand being the item in 7, if there is no ladder block in 9. Which, so far, I don't think we've seen one. That's my bold prediction of this seed. Silvers are in 9, and they're just buried.
Raikou is leaving 3.
No, going to the waterfall does not count as stepping over water. It would have to be a ladder block in a dungeon room. I think Raikou's gonna go to 7 now.
I think we'll go to 5. It's the smaller dungeon, it's the easier enemy set.
Perhaps. Oh, that's right, he didn't... Yeah, as far as he's concerned, it could be in 5. Wait. No? Where's he going? If he's going to get a potion to go back into 3, that is a bold play. Well, the price of the red potion's great, so I mean, the potion itself is not bad. Just where does he go with it?
Alright, let's see how Caracarn handles this room.
He is dead set on this item in 3.
Save the room, save the room.
Save it. Okay, you got the heart.
Snaps up the heart.
Red ring was in 5. White sword was in 9, along with likely silvers as of yet unknown item. Oh, Caracarn, gotta be careful.
Alright, we'll see here's our answer.
Let's see.
There!
Wow! Okay, Caracarn just took the lead.
And now he just has to get back to 9 and to get to Ganon.
My prediction was entirely wrong.
Well, no, because it was somewhere over the water to reach the wand. So the wand is over the ladder, not the silver arrows are over the water.
Right, but what I'm saying is, I didn't see a... Right, but what I'm saying is, my theory was that the wand was going to be in 7, step over the water in 7, because we hadn't seen a... Caracarn, that's not the right cave.
Yeah, but what I'm saying is the water is probably in 7, is what I'm saying, because the water has to be where the wand is.
Right, but if the water's in 7, that means the wand has to be in 7, which would force Power Bracelet in 3.
Okay, I see what you're saying.
That was my logic.
Gotcha. So that means the Power Bracelet was in 7, and the wand is in 9.
Wand could be behind Ganon, that's why we didn't see it. But that is going to be a win for Kara.
Not quite yet. I mean, it's still not over.
In theory, it's a win for Kara. It's very likely, just based on the knowledge we have of 9. Although Raikou's not far behind now. That was a very quick getting back, and I did not hear if Kara found the Ganon. I think he did.
I think he did, because he's making a beeline to it.
Yeah. This is going to be all execution, folks.
And ladies and gentlemen, here's Ganon.
Paratrooper, the other item in wine has to be wand. Kara trying to get the stun lock. Raikou going for the health refill. Does Kara have a potion?
I do not believe so.
That's interesting.
He's got the stun lock, though. And there it is. Ganon has gone down.
Oh, the other item besides wand and 9 was the white sword. Yes, let's do a quick rundown because there was a lot of confusion that happened in the past, 3 minutes. After the seed ends, because Kara's about to take it, I think.
And chat, please give both of these runners a follow. This was a heck of a race. And with an official SRL time of 1 hour, 20 minutes, and 31 seconds, CaracarnVI comes up with a come-from-behind victory to take first place in this match.
Man, what a race this was!
Absolutely, this was down to the wire for sure.
The unexpected silvers in 3 proved to be a thing, but I think the bigger thing that helped Caracarn is the fact that he was able to pick up that red ring in 5.
Yeah, the extra defense definitely helped him out. I know that Raikou does have his blue ring, so that was a little bit of a difference.
We'll probably see less than a minute. We'll probably see, well, actually, given how long it takes to get to Ganon, maybe 2 minutes at most separating these guys. It is not a large amount of time by any stretch.
It just really came down to the gamble, and Caracarn getting back to that spot in level 3 a little bit faster than Raikou did.
Absolutely. Raikou now in his Ganon fight. Has the stun lock.
We're going to see if Caracarn wants to pop in with us in chat.
Raikou doing exactly what a lot of people will do, and that is, even though the bug has been fixed, where you can up and A out of Ganon's room because the door is open immediately, and you don't have to worry about soft locking yourself out of Zelda, or hard locking, depending on what the correct term is. A lot of people will still wait.
And with that, RaikouRider's finished in second place with a time of 1 hour, 23 minutes, and 4 seconds. Just a 3-minute difference. This was a heck of a race.
Absolutely.
While we have them coming in, I don't believe we have any more races for this evening. We do have a full docket tomorrow.
I figured it out a little too late.
And GG to both of you. Well played. This is a really great race to watch. Really hype.
Well
played for both of you.
I imagine. So I'm guessing we both were just scrambling around trying to find silvers.
Yes, you both went to 9 without them. You both came on the exact same dungeons for the most part. The difference was Caracarn did have the red ring out of 5. That was the main difference.
That would have helped a lot. That triple bar Wizrobe room in 3 containing the silvers was awful.
Yeah, you both went to 9, ran around there for quite a bit, then left 9 and went to 3, almost at close to the same time, maybe like 2 or 3 minute difference.
I died way too much on the overworld. That's what made the difference in this race.
You had 11 deaths, Caracarn had 9, so it was pretty similar as far as death count goes.
Yeah, I definitely died way too many times. Yeah, I was scrambling around 9 for so long, and I could never find the second item. I did find the white sword. So
Sorry, go ahead.
I'm really glad I found both the red ring and the white sword, actually, because I needed them both for that room in 3. Go ahead.
No, go ahead, finish. Then I'll explain.
Okay. Yeah, I had not found the item in 3, 4, or 7 and actually 3, 4, 7, and the second item in 8. So there's 4 non-level 9 items that I had not found yet, and I still went and gambled on 9.
Okay, so what happened is I never found the red ring in 5. I got the Triforce pretty quick and just left because I didn't feel like digging 5. The next place I was going to dig was ironically level 5. But what happened, and probably what cost me the race, was lack of discipline. Because I am one of those people that if you find Zelda and Ganon and you find only one item in 9, you should leave and go look elsewhere.
Yeah, that's what I did eventually.
I spent way too much time digging around for the second item as well. The reason why I lost this race is because I just wasn't being a disciplined player like I had been for the entire Swiss.
The second item in 9, by logic, was the wand at this point.
Yep.
Yeah.
Nice combat seed. Wand and white sword in 9. What a rude video game.
Yeah, and I only had 7 heart containers also.
I had 9.
I checked. I had so much key trouble early, and I checked the magic key at 4 and then 5, and it was 6 hearts.
I checked it at 5. I actually went into level 1, saw there was a key door because I had the hint for the any key. So I left 1 without checking anything in there to try to go look for the any key. And then I found it, didn't have enough hearts, and then I think I went into some dungeon, found a heart container, and then immediately left and went back and got the any key and just started going through dungeons. But I tell you what, for a seed that generous so early, that wound up being a real bear.
I actually did not. Did not have. Well, I mean, aside from the ladder, the free ladder, it wasn't that generous to me actually.
Yeah, Raikou, you were ahead for quite a bit. You went to 9 about maybe 5 minutes before Caracarn got there. You both made the same gambles. Overall, though, it was super close.
I knew it was going to be a toss-up because both of us, I think I sent you our race history and it's in the file name. Like, both of us are pretty much dead even in terms of race history. So I knew that it would come down to 1 level 9 and 2 just 1 arbitrary decision.
There was a theory, mostly by me because I'm stupid, apparently. So we hadn't seen so one of you guys at some point got a hint that said step over the water to reach the wand. And we hadn't seen really any ladder blocks in level 9 at that point. So I was figuring wand was going to be in 7 ladder blocks, power bracelet was going to be in 3, and silvers were going to be in the middle of nowhere in 9.
I was kind of banking on silvers in 9 at that point. But like I said, if you have if you have the location of both Ganon and Zelda, the value of 9 decreases precipitously.
So now, which way did you go to get the Triforce in 5?
I can't remember because I remember finding it fairly quickly.
I guess you probably didn't take the staircase at the beginning.
You know what happened? I think I took the staircase, didn't like what I saw, and then just looked elsewhere.
Okay, because the red ring is actually on the way to the Triforce. The way I took, because I took the staircase and then went 1 down and 1 left, and then straight down, and the red ring was like 2 rooms above the Triforce.
You know what it was? I think I may be mixing it up with the seed that I played before, but I remember finding a pretty quick Triforce, so there may have been multiple ways to it. But I remember that I didn't want to dig the item out of level 5 because I didn't like the enemies at the time. I think I only had something like 5 hearts green tunic.
I think 5 was the last level I found. Maybe
2. What's weird is 2 is the last level I found. I have a ton of squares on my tracker unsearched. I have 1, 4, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 17, like 20 or 21 locations unchecked on my map.
I almost full cleared Overworld, actually. The only spots I didn't check were the 3 bomb caves on the coast
Oh,
bottom row coast and all the power bracelet spots and the recorder lake.
I think what happened is I think I found that because the thing that was holding me up, strangely enough, was an arrow shop to get into 8.
Oh yeah, I think it was the rare shop.
I found all the dungeons super fast. Like I think I had something like 30 spaces left to check when I found my last dungeon, which was 2, which is what I didn't want to find because I had found like 1 bonus cave.
Yeah, I only ever found 1, but I think they were all they were probably all bracelet locked actually.
They're all geez.
Or not, maybe not all of. I found 1 at Dead Woods, but I think unless there was some on the bottom row of the coast, then they were all either recorder or bracelet locked. The rest of the other 3.
So I definitely want to wish you luck against TA. He's very beatable. So don't be too intimidated. You can definitely beat him.
Yeah, I was checking out his win percentage. It's pretty darn good. Like his how many first places he's gotten out of how many races he's done. It's like almost 40%, I think.
He has an extremely high win rate, but when he doesn't perform well, like no offense to any of the top runners in the tournament, but I think that TA is one of the most inconsistent top players, where he'll either just dominate a race or he will just like miss something and do really poorly. So he's very, very beatable.
Yeah, we'll see which it is when I play him.
And I don't even know who I'm playing yet. But I know at a bunch of tournaments at AGDQ, I made huge losers runs. I remember I got knocked to losers in, I think, in the very first round of the Classic Tetris tournament, and I made a run all the way to losers 5. The Yoshi's Cookie tournament, I won out of losers. I think it was the Puyo swap mode tournament. I got bumped to losers in the first round, and I made it all the way to losers 4. So I'm more than familiar with making big losers runs.
Raikou, so that for your knowledge and for the chat's knowledge too, you'll be facing the loser of the match between RC Drone and the winner of K-Max Zardia.
It would be great would be to get Zardia, because that would be a rematch from Swiss.
At least that's what the brackets are telling me.
Yeah, Zardia would be a rematch from Swiss, which would be really cool.
All right, so that concludes for tonight. Any last words, Isolated?
Nope.
Any last words from the runners before we sign out?
Can we get a new dealer next round?
Possibly, we'll see. All right, so with that, please give both these runners a follow. This is a heck of a race. They both deserve the follow. Super close. Please follow our tracker, CCX. OPT Lawyer was doing a lot of tracking as well, so thank you for pulling Double Doobie there, OPT. We appreciate it. I am Dark Falls 1983, and with me today was Isolated 999. Thank you all for watching. Have a great evening, and we'll see you tomorrow for more racing.
Good night.